When we think about numbers, we usually think of, well, math class, right? Counting, calculating, pretty straightforward stuff. But what if there's more to them? What if they have this hidden beauty, almost like a secret language just waiting for us to find it? Well, today, we're going to do just that. So, that's really the big question we're asking today. Are numbers just this rigid black and white system, or are they something more, something we can actually play with? And don't worry, this is not going to be a math lesson. Think of it more like a journey, a creative adventure to find a whole new side of numbers. And the key we're going to use to unlock this world, it's something called creative number manipulation, or CNM for short. It's this really cool approach that helps us get past the boring arithmetic and see the real elegance, the real mystery that's hiding inside the numbers we use every day. All right, so if we're going to learn this secret language, we've got to start with the basics, right? So what is this CNM thing really? Well, it's actually pretty simple. You take the math you already know, addition, subtraction, and you mix in a few unconventional creative techniques. The goal here isn't just about getting the right answer. It's about building a gut feeling, a real intuition for how numbers dance and connect with each other. Okay, but why bother? What's the point? Well, the goals here are actually pretty huge. We're talking about uncovering patterns that are totally invisible otherwise. It helps build that deeper intuition, it sparks creativity, and get this, it actually connects back to some super practical real-world stuff. Seriously. All right, to get started, we need to add a couple of new tools to our toolkit. And these are, well, they're a little different. We all know the standard tools, right? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, the usual suspects. But today, we're adding two creative tools to our arsenal. First up, we have something called the digit sum. And second, we have concatenation. Trust me, these two are the secret keys we need to unlock those hidden patterns. So let's talk about that first one, the digit sum, or as it's sometimes called, the digital root. It sounds fancy, but the idea is incredibly simple and really powerful. You just take any number, add up its digits, and if you get a number with more than one digit, you just do it again. You keep going until you're left with a single digit. It's kind of like boiling a number down to its essential self, its core value. Let's do a quick example with, say, the number 138. Okay, so first step, we add the digits. 1 plus 3 plus 8, that gives us 12. Now 12 isn't a single digit, so we just do it again. 1 plus 2 equals 3. And boom, that's it. The digital root of 138 is 3. See? Super simple. Our second tool, concatenation, is even easier. I know, it's a big word, but it literally just means sticking numbers together. That's it. So if you concatenate the number 5 and the number 26, you just smush them together to get 526. It's a fun way to create brand new numbers to play with. Okay, toolkit's ready. We have digit sum, we have concatenation. So, what now? Well, now we're going to take these tools and apply them to one of the most famous patterns in the entire world of numbers. Let's see what we can find. And I am talking about the Fibonacci sequence. You've probably heard of it. It's that beautiful series where each number is just the sum of the two that came before it. You see it everywhere, in seashells and flowers, even in architecture. On the surface, it seems pretty straightforward. But what happens when we look at it through our new creative lens? All right, let's just pick a number from the sequence. How about the 10th one? That number is 55. Looks simple enough, right? But let's find its digital root, its core value. Okay, using our digit sum tool, 5 plus 5 is 10. That's not a single digit, so we go again. 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay, so the digital root is 1. Interesting. What about the next number in the sequence? The 11th Fibonacci number is 89. Let's do it again. 8 plus 9 is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. So, first we got a 1, now we have an 8. Are you starting to see where this might be going? Because if you keep doing this for every single number in the Fibonacci sequence, something truly incredible happens. A hidden pattern, something you would never see with just regular math, it just appears. And here it is. This is the big reveal. The digital roots of the Fibonacci sequence repeat themselves. They form a perfect, predictable cycle of 24 numbers. It goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and so on through this whole beautiful pattern, and then it just starts all over again. I mean, think about that. This incredible structure was hiding there the whole time, completely invisible until we looked at it in a different way. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. That's a cool pattern, but is it just a neat math trick? And the answer is a resounding no. This stuff actually has some surprisingly practical uses. Let's take a look at where these ideas pop up in the real world. Yeah, this isn't just theory for a textbook. The very same techniques we've been talking about are actually at the core of algorithms that you and I use every single day. I mean, just think about the credit card in your wallet right now. It uses something called the Lun algorithm, which is basically a cousin of our digit sum tool to check if the number is valid. It's what helps catch typos when you're typing it in online. And it doesn't stop there. Similar ideas are used in cryptography for encryption, and maybe most importantly, thinking this way just makes us better problem solvers. It trains our brain to look at things from new and creative angles. So let's bring it all together. What have we done here? We've basically learned a new language, a new way to talk to numbers, and it's shown us a world that was hiding right under our noses. If there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that math doesn't have to be this cold, rigid set of rules we all remember from school. If you have the right tools, and more importantly, a curious mind, you can turn it into a real creative adventure. It becomes a landscape, just waiting to be explored. And you know, this isn't some newfangled idea. This drive to find meaning in patterns and numbers, it's as old as humanity. People have been doing this for thousands of years, from ancient architects to the writers of sacred texts. It's a deep human thing to look for order in the world around us. Look, we've really only just scratched the surface today. We've seen that numbers are so much more than just rules on a page. They're a landscape, an entire universe filled with infinite, incredible patterns. So I guess the real question I want to leave you with is, what will you discover next? Thanks for coming along on this little adventure.